Today we'll cover keychain files on macOS. So according to Apple, keychains are for protecting your passwords, account numbers, basically certificates, public and private keys. And you can check them out by launching Keychain Access and seeing your passwords, certificates, keys, things like that. So we're talking about files. So specifically, which files we're talking about is like library keychains, files and library keychains, system library keychains, and then some user-specific keychains. So in the last several years, Apple introduced data protection keychains, such as the iCloud keychain. And according to their documents, appear to be that the file-based keychains are on the road to deprecation. However, macOS heavily using these file-based keychains, basically all of these things. And it's unclear if they will actually be deprecated, when or if ever. Now, accessing these file-based keychains has been more difficult because some of the APIs have been deprecated, such as the Keychain Open API, and as you can see on the left here, a bunch of other ones related to file-based keychains have been deprecated. In addition, when using these APIs, there has been a reported issue that people using these APIs have experienced corruption, login keychain corruption. So that's troubling. Now, if you don't use the deprecated APIs, you're going to miss out on a lot. So instead of accessing all these files above, you only get access to these two keychains. So you're missing like root certificates, and you're missing things like APSD, which stands for Apple Push Service Daemon, which is used for device management, among other things. So what can developers or IT professionals do about this? How can they programmatically access these keychain files? So one method is basically to continue to use the deprecated API until it stops working. Now, I would recommend making a copy of these files before using the API to try to prevent the data corruption issue, the keychain corruption issue. Another way is to use the security command. So security command is part of macOS, and it gives you a bunch of information. So for example, I can run security find certificates and point it at the file-based keychain system root certificates. I put in my password, and then it gives me all this information. Oops. Now, the third and the hardest option is to perhaps parse the keychain files yourself. So there is a link here that tells you about the file format of the keychains. As far as I know, no tool has been created, but if you created such a tool or know someone who has, please let me know in the comments. And the fourth option is to use osquery. So osquery is a security telemetry, and it uses tables to get information from your system. So, for example, the certificates table does get you certificate information from your keychain, as well as other tables such as keychain items and keychain ACLS. So osquery is an open source tool, so the developers on it are kind of interested in making sure these tables continue working reliably. And that's it for today.